I'm going to be transplanting my lavender. Hey, this is Diane from Vermont Lavender, and today we're going to learn how to transplant your lavender plants. So first what I've done is have my trays all set right here. As you can see, they're empty right now. I'm doing it indoors, and so I have it, I have it covered in newspaper, and here's my plants right here. I'm going to be transplanting my lavender. And they're about 2 inches high, and they're definitely ready to be transplanted. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. The trays are all empty, and they are about, you can get these at any hardware store or agricultural store, and they're about 2 inches. Usually you have parsley or other herbs. I'm just going to put some soil in here, and this is a seed germinating and cuttings cell pack for trays and flats. And I'm just filling it like just a little bit in there, because when you transplant you're going to put more soil in, so you'll have to dig it out if you put too much in there. And yeah, it's a little dusty. Okay, so that's that there. And this soil is kind of dry. I don't need to go wet this. I'll be right back. So I have my lavender plants right here, and this one is Pink Perfume. And I did wet these cell pods right here. And see, the roots are already coming out, those little teeny roots. So I just want to take this netting off carefully. Try not to damage the herb. And those tiny hairs are really important. So I'm going to gently break this apart. So here's another one that's pretty tall, that in the middle. And these are kind of small. Actually, let me put that on the outside. They're bigger. The smaller ones I'm going to put in the middle so they can get the center of the light underneath your grow lights. This one needs a little bit more soil. And I'm only going to do a few plants at a time, because now they have a shock. So it's called plant shock. Let's see, unwrap it and see all those tiny little hairs. Those are really, really fine hairs. And it's nice and tough right here. So it's a nice strong lavender plant. I let them grow quite a bit more this year. So you want to gently break it apart. And I'll put this one over here. And this one can go right here. And it's a good idea to keep that peat moss with it, because it helps to retain moisture. So again, I want to see, this one's already out. I'm going to cover that right up. Cover those fine little hairs. I had really good seed germination with this packet of seeds. Gently pull it apart. And there. This one's nice and tall. It's a really nice one. Nice and healthy. Okay. And I'll put that one there. Try to get the smaller ones, like I said, in the middle. And I'm going to do one more, which I have one that's all by itself right here. So I can take little bit of this. Actually, probably not. Break it up a little. Put it right there. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of soil on there just to cover the roots. And then I will fill it in. Yes, I'm being a little rough. So, okay. Here we go. Okay. Okay, so let's tear this one off. And lavender is really good for relaxation. If you want to make aromatherapy products, tea is really good. I just shipped out some lavender green tea to a customer, and so they'll enjoy that. This is really, really small, so it still has, it's just starting to get its true leaves. You can see that. Let me show you this. See right here. See right there, it hasn't gotten its true leaves yet. So I'm going to put that with another one. Another baby one right there. Okay. And I'm trying to work quickly so the tiny hairs, root hairs, they don't dry out. Because this is a major shock for them to be transplanted and ripped apart. Okay, so I'll put that right here. Right. And I got another little one. Stick that one right there. I got another teeny one, so I'm going to put that right there. Let's see. Okay, so I don't want to, we want to keep all the same variety all together. So these are all full. I'll put these two little ones together and then I'll just split them. And now what we're going to do is to cover your seedlings. And I just have seedling mix that I'm using, which is nice and light and airy, so they can continue to grow and develop their roots. I have another teeny one right here. I might use a spoon. It's more tedious, but you have more control of the amount of soil. Oh, let's see here. So what I'll do after this is I'll just water this and then put it right underneath the lights. So it's pretty warm in the house, which is still good for these because they love heat. Okay, so I'm doing one section, and it's messy. Don't plan on being neat with this. That's why you cover your work surface, and you just clean up after. So like I said, lavender is very healing. It's really good for bug bites. You can just, when you have your plant and it's growing, you just pinch off a stem and you rub it between your fingers and you can put it right on the bug bite. It's really soothing for it. takes away the itch and if there's any possible infection from the bug bite. Let's see. And so this is an English variety. It's lavender angustifolia, but it's a pink perfume. So it's a different variety of that. Not a hybrid. A hybrid would be like lavandin, which is very aromatic, but it's a cross between the English lavender and another variety. And there's many different varieties of lavender that you can grow. You just want to make sure that it's for your zone. So I'm a zone 4B, which is very cold. And these are like a zone 5, so 5, 6, so they will go into the greenhouse. But they can survive outdoors in the winter here. And this variety is a culinary variety, so if you want to make lavender sugar or tea with it, you can do that. Or if you want to make sachets or room sprays with this, you can do that too. I like to use this variety in my when I make my lavender sugars and my teas, but especially for the lavender sugar because it has a nice pink color when it's brewed. Okay, so I'm almost there. Quite a few plants here. And so I have another tray downstairs. That's the Hidcote and other variety, Vicenza. Just another lavender angustifolia. I have Munsteads growing outside already, so, and they're zone 4, so they are really good for this area in the north. Okay, trying to go a little faster here. And so you don't want to overwater your lavender plants, just like rosemary, because they're a Mediterranean herb. And they like it on the dry side. And they prefer well-drained soil. And they like it sweet. So that's where you would add a little bit of lime. Like lilacs, they like it sweet too. They like the sweet soil. The opposite of blueberries. Blueberries like acidic, just like hydrangeas. So lavender likes sweet soil. And it has to be well drained. They're pretty low maintenance herbs to grow. Pretty easy. The only thing is if they do get overwatered and they start to die around the edges, you'll see it start to turn brown. Just like rosemary does, it's eventually going to die. It's really hard to save the plant once that process starts. Okay, so these are pretty well all done. And it's nice and light, as you can see. That's why I use the seedling mix, like I said. So I'm just going to tidy this up really quick. Okay. And let's see here. Okay, so now I'm going to water this, and I'll bring it right back so you can see what it looks like. So let me take a little break. Try to get a little bit more soil in there. So this is step 2. Okay, so now they're in shock. All right, okay. So these are the plants right here, and I'll zoom in so you can see. Right there. And I just barely wetted the soil, so it just has a little bit of moisture. Not too much. I don't want it too wet. So I don't know if you can see a little bit of that. And so what I'll do is put those under the grow lights and just keep on monitoring them for any disease and any gnats or little bugs that like to attack them. So that's it right there. All right, well, thanks for joining me today at Vermont Lavender, and let me know if you like it, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for joining me. I just want to mention too that you want to make sure that you label your plants so you know what they are after you're done. So I know that these will be the pink perfume variety. So I'm going to put this right here, and I'll have like a little divider so I know. All right.